So I'm just on a red and a blue spring here. Shoulders tucked back and down, legs into tabletop, making the exercise a little bit more difficult. And I lift my head and start extending my legs, alternating left and right. As I'm lifting my head each time, I'm trying to make sure I don't lose the little neutral pelvis, the little space underneath the small of my back. Super stuff. So I'm going to do an exercise called coordination now. So 2 arms up to the ceiling, legs into tabletop. I'm going to extend my 2 legs long as I lift my head. I'm going to do opening of the legs, bring it all home. Do 5 of each. Do about 3 little variations. Obviously, if your neck isn't great, leave it on the headrest. And down. Good stuff. So the next variation here is we do what we call crisscrosses. So set myself up, extend my legs out, and I crisscross 1, 2, 3, and home. 1, 2, 3, and home. We'll do 5 of them. Last one. Excellent stuff. Good. And then our last little variation is called swimming. So from here, legs into tabletop, draw it down, and I kick my legs from my hips like I'm swimming. 3, 2, 1, and in. 3, 2, 1, and in. I'm trying to keep my core nice and strong on the machine. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and home. Good stuff. Okay, so you can really feel those abs warmed up. So I'm going to work the back of the arms, triceps. So I start with the elbows on the carriage, elbows at 90 degrees. From here, I'm just going to draw the hands down and up. Just do 5. You can lift your head if it suits you. Perfect. And then we just change the position of the hands. So I clench my fists. These are called hammer fists. So same position, legs into the tabletop. This time I kind of bring my baby fingers down to the carriage. I'm still doing it on a red and a blue. If it's too heavy, drop off the blue. One more. Good stuff. Excellent. Then I'm going to bring those hands out into a V type position, but the elbows are still staying on the carriage. And draw the hands into the hips and back out. Lovely stuff. And then we do a little kind of circles. So again, same idea, elbows on the carriage, hands up like so, and draw the hands down and circle them around wide. And do 3 or 4 in each direction. These will really burn those little tricep muscles. And then back the other way, keeping that core engaged, feet in tabletop, working nice circular movements with those hands, keeping those elbows on the carriage. Brilliant. Okay. I'll keep going with the upper body work for a moment. So hands back up to the ceiling. Give yourself a little bit of space between your shoulders and the shoulder rests. So from here, bring those hands slightly forward. I'm going to hold one hand still as I bring the other arm out to the side, then switch and change. So I'm having to really stabilize through one arm. I got my shoulders tucked back and down for extra kind of scapular recruitment. And then as I do these, I'm going to extend one leg, the opposite leg out. So kind of like dead bugs. So right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. One or two more. Do one more on my left. Super job. Okay, so we're gonna do one more little set of this stuff. So it's like a bicycle crunch, 2 legs into table. So I'm gonna bring my 2 arms over my left leg as I come up and twist slightly left and extend the right leg. So it's a bicycle crunch. Sit back down, bring the arms around the right leg, extend the left leg. Again, you don't have to lift the head with these. You can kind of do them with the head still down on the block. It'll still hit you, no problems. 1 or 2 more. Feel them burning now. Woo-wee. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Okay. So I'm gonna pop up. I'm going to put on a couple of more springs, just 3 reds, take off a blue. So from here, I'll just do some bridging work. So I'm just going to, balls of the toes on the bar, peel up through the spine, up nice and tall, and come back down. So do about 5 of these. Try not let your carriage travel away from the foot bar. Think about bringing your knees towards the foot bar. And that brings that energy back towards the foot bar, allowing the hips to come up without pressing away and the carriage moving. Now, hold it there. Left leg goes long, pause and hold, take it up and down 5 times. Try and stay nice and still through your hips. If this kind of catches the hamstring, use the heel of the foot on the bar, change and switch, extend the right leg, flexing up and down through my ankle. Try to stay really still. Lovely stuff, and then roll back down. Good, so we're going to do a single leg bridge. So if it is tricky for you to do those, definitely do them on the heel of the foot that's staying on the bar. I'm going to come up on my right leg, taking my left leg into tabletop, pause and hold, come back down and switch. So I do 4 or 5 on each side. I'm really driving down through that foot, rolling up through my spine. I'll do 1 or 2 more. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so from here then, we're just going to do a kind of a bridge up and then extend away, lengthen out through the body, keep the bum off the carriage, bring yourself back in. So if you, again, find this tricky, you can just do normal bridge work or definitely do these on the heels as opposed to balls of the toes or arches. So now you're working every sinew from the soles of the feet up to the shoulders. 1 or 2 more. Brilliant. And down we come. Excellent. So I'm just going to come up. So I'm going to do a little bit of plank work now. So I'm going to drop it down to 1 blue. I'll use the box. So I'll put the box on short box. Now if you're not happy with doing it on the foot bar, lower the foot bar out of the way. So I'm going to get on first, elbows, and then as I stand I place 1 foot on the bar and out and back I go. I'm going to bend those knees to come in and out. Keep the hips relatively level. You don't want the bum too high. Do one more. And then come out and stay out here and hold it. And then we do our saws. So you're working in and out like that. Working through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then as you come back in, just drop back down. Good work. So and then I'm going to come up onto the hands. So it's a kind of a straight arm plank position. Standing. Place one foot on the bar and the other foot's on the bar. We're out into this guy. And then I pike up and duck my head under. And make sure to keep that carriage under the shoulders at all times. As I said, you can do these on the platform if the bar is too scary. One more. And we're going to hold that there and pulse those hands in and out again. Lovely. And we step down. Nice. Okay, so we're going to do one more little variation, shoulder taps, okay? So it's a similar position. Stepping up. So from here I'm going to tap the opposite shoulder. Try not rock from side to side. Make sure the carriage is nice and stable. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, I'm going to do a push up. Do about 5 or 6. A little bit trickier now because the carriage can move on me. And keep those arms relatively okay. 3, 2, 1. And step down safely. Lovely. Okay. So I'm just going to pop on a red and a blue. I'm just going to get into this type position here, turn the foot flat on the bar, press out and back. So I'm having to kind of stabilize through my right foot and knee, right knee, as I'm pressing away through my left foot. A little bit of leg work, obviously, but I'm also kind of core. I can feel my shoulder working into this because it's on a slightly heavy spring. You can probably just do this on a red if you wish. Then I'm going to turn that foot out 45 degrees and lift the knee at that angle, drive out through the heel. Should be hitting my glute a little bit more. Just trying to stay straight, looking straight ahead. Have the body squared off up to the ceiling. 2 more. Terrific. Turning around. Sorry I have my back to you. So I'm going to put that left knee up against the box. Right foot flat on. Squared off. In and out, working through that foot. Do one more and change the position. So turn the foot up 45-degree angle, so I'm on the heel now. I want that knee tracking up towards the ceiling, staying straight through the spine. Two more. Good stuff, take it on in. Excellent. So I want to give myself a little bit of a cardio burn. So I'm going to do some burpees. This might chop my head off with the camera. So what I'm doing here is I have my heels raised on the box, down on the balls of the toes. I come forward over the bar like so. This is my start and finish position. I extend the legs out, I'm only on one red. Bring them in, let go, hover, and that's one burpee. So the weight's obviously transferring from the legs to the hands and arms. I don't let go of the bar until it's safe to do so and the carriage has stopped moving. I don't know how many I've done, so I'm going to do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do a kind of mountain climber variation of that. So it's single legs. So I'm going to start on my left leg with my right leg extended behind me, and you press out with the carriage and pull in with the right knee. Nice and relaxed through the shoulders. Elbows are slightly bent. I'm just leaning on the heels of my hands. I'm not gripping the bar. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. You can really feel these in the legs. So extend the left leg long. So I'm going to kick out with the right leg. Let's do nice and slow, nice and controlled. No mad sudden movements. Keeping that carriage traveling smoothly and breathing. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and down again. Nice. So just while we're in the mood, we're going to try a teaser. Haven't done one in ages, so I might make a mess of it. So bear with me. It's not a beginner move. So I'm leaving it on 1 red. Take my straps, and I lie down. So from here, arms in the small loops, it's the way I like to do it anyway. Legs into tabletop, and you're relaxing down, and you're gonna scoop those, and you scoop the hands down to come up. Stay strong. You're trying to get up into a V sit, so you're trying to get the upper body up tall with the legs, so you create a V at the hips there. Hold, and then you kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nearly lost it. I'll do 1 more. Coming up and hold, and I'm gonna bring my hands up and down. As I hold that position, I'm probably a little bit rounded through that low back. But look, do my best, lads, do my best. And down. Good. Then from here, I'm gonna extend out, scoop around, and come up. These are called boats, I think. And then extend out, scoop around, and come up. Extend out, scoop around, and sit up. 1 more. Burn the hell out of everything, including your abs. Scoop around and come up, and release. Whew. Drop all that, pop up. Happy days. So I'll remove the box. So definitely not a beginner session. I've only got 30 minutes. I'm trying to give myself a good old workout. Okay, so I'm still on 1 red. Short loops, circle with the arms, rotate round. So a bit of rotation work. I want to keep the pelvis pointing forward as I'm turning. Upper body, chest, head all moves together in unison with the arms. 1 more. Good stuff. Then I'm going to switch, extend out through that left arm. This time I don't twist through my body. I'm going to bring that hand to finish in front of the shoulder. And then I'm going to go all the way out. Now you can switch to a blue for this one, so you pull out to extend all the way through. It's tough on a red. I've switched to the big loop to give myself more rope to use. One more. Excellent. And I'm going to bring those hands down in front of me like here. I'm going to bring it up to 90 and down. So I'm looking for a nice smooth movement through those arms. I don't want to see kind of a squiggle, figure of eight, number 8 or something like that, or an S. Try and keep those hands tracking straight up and down. One more. Good stuff. And drop down to a blue. So from here, shoulder press. Stay strong, squeezing deep. Driving up through that right knee now. And I'm throwing a little side bend over my head. Staying tall. One more. Excellent work, lovely. So change that spring back to red, turning around. Do our rotation work again, twisting around to the right. Again, the shoulders tuck back and down, keep that core connected. Turning hands, chest, shoulders all the way around to the right. Good stuff. And we're gonna do our elbow draw. So as you're looking at the back of me there, you're trying to bring that elbow right around. Think about tucking that shoulder blade into the spine. One more of these, and then I'm gonna do the full extension through the elbow, like you're throwing a frisbee. You want that wrist to flick around. So as your knuckles are facing behind you, palm is facing forward. Again, switch back to a blue if you need to. One more. It's a lovely arm exercise. Good, so then I got 2 hands to the front. I'm gonna bring them up to 90 and down. Again, I'm trying to keep a nice straight line with the hands. No squiggles. One more. Excellent stuff. Safely put on my blue spring, take off my red. Shoulder presses up onto this left side. So I'm really engaging through that left side of my body, driving up through my left knee. Getting those obliques to connect well. I'm not doing a load of legs today. I'll do a cycle tomorrow now for 50k or something, so save the legs for later. Let me do a few side bends. Couple more. All right, beautiful, beautiful. I know it's a bit quick, guys, but this is what I need today. So I'm on a blue spring still. If it's too light and it's too hard, change up to the red. From here, hips brought forward into a straight line, pressing away with the carriage, and press those hands down into the bar to bring it back home. Sorry, got caught. Stay relaxed, don't grab on with the bar. Keep the head up. You should be feeling this kind of through the front of the body, arms, core. Try not to be digging in with the toes. Good stuff. Then we do a single arm version of that. So you remove one arm, rotate it over like you're doing the backstroke in the pool. Bring it in and switch. And one more. Lovely. Then we do a single leg version. So as I go back, I lift the leg. I come back in, switch legs. One or two more. Excellent stuff. Lovely. So I'm going to turn around, some upper back work. So short loops, chest expansion. You draw back just ever so slightly. It's on a heavy spring, red and blue. I'm just thinking about bringing the hands down by my side, draw the shoulder blades back together, and I turn the head to each side. Good stuff. Then I'm going to cross the arms over, straps over, sorry, into the opposite hands, and I do a high elbow row. Just bringing those elbows wide, bringing the hands wide, as depending on how tight you want it to be or tough. Good. So then I'm going to pull back around with one arm. Now you might want to switch down to a red on this one. It's quite heavy on a red and a blue. So do what you feel is good for you. So I'm reaching forward with one arm, rotating back with the other. Keep that core tight. Excellent stuff. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do a little functional stretch. So bringing a short box on. Have my left foot under the strap, right leg crossed over, nice and straight, arms out like so. These are mermaids. Tuck the right arm under, left arm over, side bending down. Try and stay square through the upper body and switch over. So there's a little bit of resistance used, but also you're obviously lengthening through, so it's kind of time under tension. That's what's really good for muscles and tendons. Lengthen under tension. Lovely. And then I'm going to go over on this one, and then I'm going to turn and drop to the floor or to the tracks and just hang. And I'm going to walk myself back up the headrest, shoulder blocks, back up here, switch and turn. So changing the right foot in underneath that strap. Don't forget to put it there. I've seen a video, a lady that never strapped in. Always bad news. Left arm under, right arm over. Oh yeah, it's nice. I'll do one more. As I'm down here, I'm going to turn and stretch again and hang. And then walk myself back up. And then last little series. Tucking those feet under now. So I've got my feet under the strap, but as I'm stronger and more used to reformer, I'm not going to pull on my feet as much as I can. They're hooked there, but I'm not pulling there. So arms crossed round my back to go back as far as you want to go. So I'm trying not to use my feet. Then crunch and tuck, 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 tuck. It's very bad to use my feet loads of times. I was too far back on the box, so let me try that again. Round and back, no feet. Keep those feet relaxed, don't let them pull. And then crunch and round, 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 round. One more, round and back. Going back as far as you can, try and stay relaxed through those feet. Try not to pull too much through the strap. Good, straight arms, nice flat back, hinge back, as far back as you want to go. And then come up tall through the chest. So we're not doing the pelvic tilt at the start. We're keeping the pelvis solid Just working through those hip flexors one more. Good stuff. And then my last one, I will be using my feet for this. So I'm going to turn and reach to the up riser. So it's a twist and a turn, turn and reach. So again, we're getting a bit of obliques with this. Just a couple to each side. And one more. Lovely. And then a nice stretch. Sit right on the edge of the box. Slump forward and let yourself hang and breathe through your nose. And as I'm breathing through my nose, I'm kind of really flexing forward, doubling over. So I feel that opening through the hips, the low back. Okay, good. So that's a quick 30-minute, definitely not a level 1, 2/3. Okay, enjoy, see you again.